Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, so we got some things I gotta talk about before we get into the story talk. I know about that title. It's gonna get some tea in here. So, three things probably. One, I do have my Walking on Clouds podcast coming out. This Friday. Will be the first, and every other Friday coming out there, but will be the first episode of my new podcast where we will just smoke and talk about conspiracy theories, what's going on in the world of social media, anything new, anything interesting topics. So tune in for that, and let me guys know what you want me to talk about on the next episode. Just stay tuned for that. Coming really soon. Secondly, I did get my new camera and stuff, but I'm just waiting to integrate. I'm filming a weekly vlog, which I missed a couple days, so I will be probably starting it over. I didn't really do nothing last week. I did, but I didn't record it. I'm still getting used to it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just still getting used to it. It's very like hard to know when to record. That's everything. But be on the lookout for those videos coming on there soon, because this will be clarifying. This will be my last YouTube video on my phone. Um, I just wanted also to use my new microphones that I got from TikTok shop. Um, because yeah. So today, the candle of the hour, and probably will be for a couple weeks, a couple videos, is Watermelon Lemonade by Bath and Body Works. She smells just delightful. So that was it. So let's get into the story time. I'll try to make that really short. I know long intros. I don't have my lighter. That shit just died like right before I started this video. She's here. I lost my blue lighter, but she's done. And this is the saddest shit to ever see. A lighter die. I'm like, I wish I had like funeral lighters. Anyways, let's get into the story time because I know you guys have been read the title and I'm ready to get into this. I've been talking for a long time. Let's get it. But grab your blunt. Don't talk too much about my blunt. Yes, I started smoking because I recorded this video one time and then my light died, and so I had to turn it back on. So we had to stop being together. And I have more blunts, but I don't have small papers right now. So we only want one have these. Okay, we ain't gonna talk about it because we don't play with me. So let's let our blunts look into the story time. Now let's add some background. This takes place when I was 16, maybe 15, probably like 2019, 2020 area. Probably right before COVID for sure. I have found the forbidden app, which is Grinder, and I will be calling it the forbidden app from now on. So I might not be clarifying it in the future. I hope you guys just understand. Oh, small note. Thank you for guys for almost hitting 100 subscribers, but we're almost at 200 subscribers, which is like crazy. Little me is happy right now. When I started YouTube when I was younger, I was like, mm, I was getting views, I would say, but I just feel like no one was tuning in for me. No one was looking for me. I guess I wasn't interesting enough. And again, I was a kid, so I should have been more focused on outside, like I was. But YouTube was definitely always part of my, you know, visions. And I had 50 subscribers when I stopped, and now look at me, 170. Let's my check, 177, 178. Um, so thank you for all 178 of you guys. Truly appreciate it. But let's get back to this time. So yes, like I was saying, this was when I was 16 or 15. I was on a flipping app Grinder, and I got hit up by this one guy, and I was in school at this time. I was in high school. I was in class. And he hit me up, and he was like, "Oh, like my sling and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm in school," but I told him I was 18. I told all the guys I was linking up with that I was 18, so don't take too much on all of them. There is one grimy motherfucker who I will be doing story time as a motherfucker about, who is real motherfucking shitty, real motherfucking grimy. And I did tell him that I was 15 or 16 at the time, and he did not give a fuck. He still wanted more. He still has to this day. It's been years, 5 years probably. Like, come on, you just been a pedophile for all your life. You got no excuse, Spooky. But we're gonna get into you another time. We're gonna call him pedophile. So look up for the pedophile story time, because that's exactly what the fuck he was, and he played all in my motherfucking face. But that's fine. So boom. He's like, trying to see me, and I'm like, oh, I'm in class right now. I'm in school. He's like, oh, how old are you? And I'm like, 18. He's like, oh, okay. Do you want to come like after school? Come to my office. Like, I got a space for us. And I'm like, like, okay, sure. This is probably like my fourth grinder learning. This is definitely in the early stages. Like something happened with the first one. Let's just say that. There will be a story talking about that in the future, but for now, we're not talking about that. I was very scared to go. I really didn't know if I should have went or not. I was like, this is crazy. But I was like, fuck it. I'ma go, but I'm bringing my girls, my good sisters, Jessica and Jahira. And yes, I'm putting their names in there because they're gonna be in a lot of stories. I bring them to a lot of things, and who cares if I put their name in it? They don't need the names because they're gonna be put up so many times. We don't need their names, but I tell them about it. They were a little sketchy. They never really liked me on Grindr. None of my friends really did. Um, but that course didn't stop me. I was dealing with some stuff at the time internally, which I will probably talk about on a podcast because I feel like that's one of the biggest things that changed over the years. In these coming years, especially going to college, my self worth is better. My confidence is a little better. So everything's like it's what I thought, y'all. But so I tell them and be like, okay, let's go. So the plan is for us is to go in and they'll wait for me and like they don't know me. And when he comes, I just go there. So after school, we go straight to the hospital because the hospital that he was working at is very close to where I live. And we go and I go in the lobby. We're sitting in the lobby. I'm very nervous. And we're just like, oh my god, what is he like? What are we gonna do? Like, what the fuck is about to happen right now? This is never happened before. Like, this is new. Everything at the time was new for me. I didn't know what to do. I was scared. But I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Amen. Amen. We go in, we're there, we're sitting, and I'm waiting for him. I'm texting him. He's like, oh, I'm about to come down right now. Coming down the elevator. Now it's game time. So I walk away from my friends and I'm like, okay, like I'll let you know when he's there so you can watch us go up. So they know in case something happened. I got eyewitnesses and he will be going to jail. Amen. Amen. So I got my location. So I'm talking about because niggas can't trust niggas. One thing you can't do is trust niggas. If you trust niggas, you're dumb. Anywho, so I meet him, I see him. I walk up to him, I let the guards know, they discreetly look, and we go in the elevator. So we get in the elevator, he just asks me like how was my day, just like normal questions when you just walk into me somebody whatever. And so we walk into the office, we're walking, and we get to the office. He's like, it's his office, but it was like a connected office to his that was empty that he used that we were in. I don't know how much of this I can really get into because I don't want to, He said, "Ooh, this is not only a one and done story time about this man. This man came back and he did some fuck shit. So he will be having a very, very good talk about story time on him. It will be multiple parts. There will be another part to this. So look out for that because he did some weird shit. Oh, niggas do weird shit, y'all. They ain't me. So we get up there, we get in the room. Mind you, I got the book bag on, girl. I'm coming straight from high school, girl. I wore uniform, girl. I was very much a kid. You could definitely tell I wasn't 18, but let's just say a lot of them looked over that. A lot of them didn't ask for an ID. And him being a doctor, he should have definitely asked for ID. I feel like you are risking your job to fuck with a 16-year-old. Like, come on. Morals. Let's have some type of morals. But neither here nor there. I took off my bag. We're just sitting there when we're talking. And we're just having really good conversations. He's asking me all kinds of questions. We're just talking, having good conversations. Yada, yada. So then he's like, oh, you got a big, a big Peter Wacker. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you. But girl, by the way, he was white. Should I give out some details about what he looked like? Nah, that's all y'all get, because I ain't gonna do too much. Not with him. I'm gonna respect him. I'm gonna have some type of class because I can say a lot. Well, I can say a lot. But I'm not gonna say a lot, I'm gonna say a little, but still say a lot. Amen. Amen. It's telling me about how big mine is. I'm like, no, bro, yours is big. His was big. Like mine, we probably had the same size. So at least mine's at the time. I think I was like 8 inches. But he was definitely like 9. He says he's 8, but I feel like that was definitely 9. That shit was long as fuck. Um, she's like, he's asking me at the time, what do I do, like bottom, top, and stuff. And back then, I was like, bottom. I mean, ooh, top. Nah, it's like I'm lying. I swear, y'all, I was a top. I was a full top back then because I was like, no one's going in my hole. I was very scared about that. That was a whole lot of things I didn't get into yet. I'm telling him that I'm like, I'm in top. I'm not really bottom yet. He's like, oh yeah, I see why you don't need to. Da, da, da. Making little jokes about my Mr. Man downstairs. Which is kind of awkward. I feel like I hate when people do that. Like, I know how big it is. I mean, I see it every day. You don't think I know why I'm here to handle business? You don't think I know that it's big, so I came to handle big business? You think I came here with a little Peter Parker to handle business? Now we don't judge, but hey, I will speak for myself. So he's like, he's talking, and my phone rang. It's my nana. I'm like, oh shit! I didn't tell her a lie. I didn't make up a lie and say I was staying after school for something. I didn't let her know. I just came straight after school because I was so distracted. So I'm shitting bricks. I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, hold on. And in this moment, a lot of things are processing. That one, he could probably peep that I'm not 18 based on how she talked to me. So I really got to turn. I gotta be on. I have to be on big business here. So I answered the phone. So I told him to be quiet. Like, look, hold on. Like, please don't say anything. You're gonna blow my cover. So she's answered the phone. She's like, hello. I'm like, hello. She's like, hello, Ron. Where you at? Why aren't you home yet? I'm like, I was staying after school for something. I forgot what I told her, but I told her I was staying after school for something. I think I told her like some type of club or some extra work or something like that. And she's like, "Oh, you didn't tell me." No, it wasn't school then. I think I just told her I was still at school though. I don't know what I told her, but she didn't believe me. I'm high. What can I say? I don't remember. I just know she didn't believe the fuck I'm still high. And I'm like, fuck. So she's like, "Oh, I need to go to the store for me. So get home like now." So I'm like, "Oh, I can go to the store for you out here." She's like, "Oh, you could?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. What do you want from the store?" And she's like, "Oh, I need such such and such." Right. So now I'm like, okay, hang up the phone. I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go. He's like, oh, let's quickly, let's do a wiki. I'm like, oh, okay, period. Now, okay, before I continue, I don't know how many of my viewers know about gay sex. But a guy can't just bottom like a woman. He can't just take peen like how a woman can take peen. A woman can take peen at any time of the day, whenever she wants. She's on her period. But a guy, he has to prepare. And he was prepared, surprisingly. Which you're at work, but you've been at work since like 8 o'clock, probably before that. I don't know your schedule. Did you do the D word at work? That's I wanted to ask, but it's none of my business. 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 But I was definitely curious. So I didn't think about it at the moment. I was like, okay, fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. He put on his pants. I put him over his little desk or empty room desk, but I like to say his desk because it's connected to his office. So in some way, it's his. You know what I'm saying? And ooh, like in some way, it's technically still his. Let's ignore logistics. For ooh, please. Let's ignore logistics for right now. Okay. So I been him over, and I do my big one, y'all. What can I say? He was creaming, and we didn't go for long. I was really trying to make it as fast as fucking humanly fucking possible. So it probably was like honestly like 2-3 minutes, but like he was creaming, and that's how I know I do. That's when I know to come anyway. Usually I drop the bomb, drop the kids off when I see that there is some cream and shit. Um, anywho, because that was a team out as fuck. We do that, and I come, and he's like, "Oh, that was great. Like, we gotta link up again." And I'm like, "Okay, period." Like, yeah, I know. We definitely do, because, I like me a little white boy. I love me a little white boy. If y'all didn't know, I do. Love me a little white boy. So I'm like, okay, yeah, we could definitely link up again. That's fine by me. Trust and believe. I am not opposed to the idea. So I leave, go downstairs with my girls. I'm putting them on as we're walking home. No, as we're walking to the fucking store, because I had to run and go to. I had to run. I had to go to that store immediately. Luckily, there's a store right next to the hospital. So I'd be like, and then go home, and I was good. I picked that up. But before I let this story time in here, I'm going to tell you a little bit more, because a lot of stuff happened in between the next time that I seen him again. So there was another time that he hit me up, and he's like, "Oh, I'm telling like two story times in one, because I don't want to make another story time about the second time I seen him and like everything that happened between, because I feel like that would be just not that much. But the second time I seen him will be a lot, so I'm gonna leave that one for the story time. But I'm gonna tell you about this. Um, so he hit me up a couple times, and I was trying to see him, but I'm in high school, book. I don't have that much time, and you're at a doctor, you're at work, okay? Our schedules are not lining up. They're not lining up. So I'm like, okay, better. So he hit me up this one night, and he was like, oh, like, do you want to come to like my house? Actually, no, I think we did it in the car that night, and I was like, okay, that's my first time doing car things. I was like, okay, great. And so I went. He was asking me more questions. About this time, he was, I think, getting to the point where he thought I was like not 18, but I was eating that up. Like, I have a lot of facial hair and stuff like that now. I didn't have as much back then. I probably just had my mustache and like this growing in blue here maybe, but you could tell I wasn't 18. But I could push it. I always looked a little older. So ask me more questions. Did we park? We do our big one. He's like, oh, I'm gonna need us to not do it in the car no more because we're both tall. I'm like, I'm 6 feet. And back and back then I was like 5. I want to say 5'9", 5'8", 5'9", and he was like probably 5'10". He's 5'10". I would say 5'11", 5'10". And so it's not cute. I don't know how y'all, if y'all tried it, if y'all that tall, y'all tried doing car stuff. When you're tall, it's really hard. It's not a lot of space in that car. My blunt is kind of done. I will let another one, but I'm just gonna finish this really quickly and smoke my vape. My flavored air. I know. Don't say too much. Not too much. I know. I know. I know. But so after that, I hit him up a couple times because I wanted to. I was skipping school a lot. This is when I started skipping school. So this is probably cutting up to senior year of high school, early senior year of high school, and still before I was like 17. And I was like trying to get him to give me a doctor's note, so when I miss days, I can like you know get my excuse to get them just a raise. I'm not listen, okay, bitch. You play the system how you want to play the system. The system must get played though. Not my rules, but I do follow them. Amen. Amen. So he's like, no, he wouldn't do it for me. And I'm like, bro, the perks of having a doctor sneaky link is not perking right now. And you're about to get cut the fuck off. I don't know what the fuck you thought was going on. But also, that's me now. Back then, I was going through some things. Low self esteem, even though I looked good or whatever, and people were attracted to me, and I had things that I could offer body wise. I feel like people only used me for my body, and I hated my body, but then I wanted people to like me. It was a lot. We're gonna unpack all of that shit. Actually, that's what we're gonna do on my first episode of the podcast. We're gonna unpack this fucking trauma. Anywho, he wouldn't give it to me, and I was very upset. That added a lot of absences could have been erased from my report card if he would have just complied, because I skipped high school a lot, which I have a lot of high school story times. I almost got jumped and shit. Actually, I might record that story time right now and then have another video to post. Oh my god, YouTube is fun. I'm not changing my outfit though. It's gonna be definitely the same outfit. Anyway, that's the it for the story time because I'm gonna record another one. That's it. And don't forget to subscribe, comment, so like, subscribe, and comment. I'm sorry. Um, that's really it. I don't want to make the outro super long because the video kind of long and I kind of mumbled and got lost a couple times. But y'all stay tuned for the Walking on Cloud podcast, which will be airing Friday. Do not forget Friday. This Friday. Be on the lookout because I'm really excited about this and I really want to take this into another thing, which I also want to record the first episode with my phone because I haven't tried linking up my microphone. It's a lot of stuff I gotta do behind the scenes to get that up and running, but when I do that, it will probably be on the second episode. So the first episode might be on my phone. I will say I did say this with my last video on my phone, but it will be 2 other videos of this on my phone, and then everything else will be camera. Yes. Okay. Bye. Stay high all the time. No, that's not a good outro. That's not a good catchphrase. What should I say? Um, man, I'm gonna see you next time. Stay high. That's what I'm gonna say.